Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full moon in Aries to new moon in Scorpio, October 2022? I'm your reader. Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, they're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 years in service at the time of this recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box, and you can preview it for free, particularly the dedication to my mother, who is a Cancerian sun sign, raised by a Cancerian mom. I got a lifelong case of crabs as a result. I'm also a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I love it over there. It is a wonderful subscription platform for the creative types that we can set levels of subscribers and how much we need them to subscribe and give them different benefits. It's a wonderful creative platform. Right now I've got humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses is one tier. Those are the subscription tiers. Streaming there every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream thing, so you can typity-type with me. We talk about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. I always end with a little blessing thing there, a cup of coffee in my bathrobe from the couch on the laptop, as well as they get advanced content that everybody else will see eventually. They usually get it a week before everybody else. Exclusive content, the stuff that I have on Vimeo that you can pay per view, including the extended readings, part 1 on YouTube, part 2 on Vimeo on demand. They get that depending on level of subscription, but all my subscribers have access to the extended readings, as well as we're going to start doing some Zoom classes there, record it, and have it there for them to watch and review. So it's a lot of fun over there. If you are a creative type, doesn't matter what art form, at least go check it out. Or if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, that you know, my mother somehow named Mal. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my crab cakes. Let's get down to work. Last reading of the day for me, so save the best for last. If you're new to the channel, an 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. I forgot the clipboard. It's there now. The magic of video editing. 8-card draw, just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a lunar waning timeline from full to new October 2022. Let's have a look at it. The full moon in Aries, Sunday, October 9th, 4:55 a.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York. Honestly, a full moon in Leo, a full moon in Aries, very, very powerful for self-magic. I'll have information out for that before that hits. The 5-card draws are the waxing moon. The 8-card draws are the waning moon, because then, after full moon, it's 2 weeks of release, surrender, transform, transmute, do the spiritual alchemy from lead to gold, lead having 3 more atoms than gold. It's just the language of spiritual alchemy. You can wane those, release them, transform them, as well as, if you like, clear the decks for a new manifestation, a new moon in Scorpio, Tuesday, October 25th, 6:49 a.m., let's just say 7 a.m. Eastern Time. You'll wake up, do a little Scorpio moon magic, a little M-O-M-O-R-M-O-R-N-I-N-G W-O-O-D. Yeah, that's right. Somebody out there got that reference. Sugar baby. So let's get up in this gag. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Because your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, I see it for myself when I do these readings. How it's, some of them are coming at the same issue from different angles. Some of them are different aspects, but they're all connected. And for the cross watchers, this is so important. If you apply the information in this reading to yourself, you will heal. You will wane. You will find the hidden blessing. We'll get there. You'll also be helping the Cancerian you are cross-watching for heal, and you will be helping to heal the entire Cancerian collective. which is unity. I know, a holographic, boogie, oogie, oogie. Enough explanation, let's do some divination. Like I said, last read of the day, I'm going to give you the best I got. We already had one break. Let's see if the cats intervene. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay, here we go. All right, using the Caroline Mason archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, the angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of the General Assembly, the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, the spirit animals and totems, Lord Ganesh himself, the pantheons of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures, for the Cancerian collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, please, dominant eighth chakra archetype hovering over their head, determining the electromagnetic fields of all the other chakras, what they attract, what they repel, so that, well, it can be delayed but not prevented, but so that they can do the shadow work, healing their shadow, which helps heal the collective shadow, which helps heal everything on planet Earth from the inside out. What do you got for them? For my Cancerian fourth house cardinal waters, this full to new October 2022. Slave archetype. The slave is an ancient archetype, and it is a wild card family archetype. There are 9 different families. Wild cards are the ones that don't quite fit into the other ones, but there is a scriptural context here. There is a very high spiritual context here as well. So here we've got the shadow attribute and the light attribute, the lead, the gold, the pain, the peace, the toxic to healthy, hence the shadow work. The shadow attribute of the slave, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So we're looking at third chakra dominant regardless. Choices, decisions, spit, swallow, or chew. The light you're shooting for, if you do the alchemy, if you do the shadow work, surrendering your power of trust to the divine with complete trust, right? Surrendering your power of choice, again, third chakra, to the divine with complete trust. That's my life. Now, the thing is, there's a difference between a slave and the servant. The servant is a member of the healing family of archetypes. This could be in any situation. A servant has a choice. A slave doesn't. And you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I'm not going to be stupid enough to say that I haven't had reasons or seasons of the slave archetype where I had to completely surrender my will to my pantheons of the divine, the nameless Tao, the mother of all source, whatever you want to call it, right? Higher power, divine X variable, fill in the blank, Mad Lib, divine Mad Lib, do what you want on that. But look, it's the slave that can become the master. I mean, Sacred Contracts, Carolyn Mace, this is her deck, MYSS, she's a PhD. I feel like I say that in every reading because I do. Well, where her cards are involved here. I mean, her work is life-changing, was for me. I read it in hardcover when it first came out, Sacred Contracts. But she goes into the stories of Jesus and Buddha and Abraham and Muhammad and Gandhi, and I think Gandhi's in there, and you see particularly how that particular archetype can play itself out in many different ways. Work. Wow. Of course, you know, I have Grace Jones, Slave to the Rhythm. Play it right back here to the rhythm. Look, listen, find it, Google it, YouTube it. Oh, such a good song. I hope I have that in my head for the rest of the day, and if I earwormed you, you're welcome. Let's look at the next 4 chakras down, the feminine energy. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the Heart, Third Eye Crown. We already know we're looking at a very throat chakra dominant archetype hovering over the head. So let's see what hits the table, the interior world, the feminine energy, spiritual, mental, willpower, and emotional power for a very empathic cardinal water sign usually. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Cancer, powers of the West. Please, one card, my beloved goddesses, for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What do they need to be aware of inside the world, behind their eyes, maybe the part they don't share with the world, the part that they keep hidden, the part that they keep secret and sacred and safe, so that they can alchemize that slave archetype. This full moon in Aries to new moon in Scorpio, October 2022. Okay, a court card. Let's talk about it. The Libra card. Sorry. It looks very much like someone. Seven of Blades. Sorry. It looks very much like Skadi at first, but it's not. This is the Seven of Blades meditation. Now, I know, Seven of Blades, Seven of Swords can be a little sneaky. A little scoping and probing. You hearing me, Lil? A little scoping and probing going on there, but it's inside. We're looking very third eye dominant here, actually, and silent, stillness, meditation. Now, the easiest way for me to find stillness, well, a bunch of different ways, Eastern and Western philosophies, traditions, practices, prayers, whatever, is just to listen. Just to listen. Like, what are my boys doing? Instant stillness, right? And there's more to it than that. But we're looking at... yes, there is that aspect. They're showing me that like we see with the thing of the dude carrying the swords, Rider-Waite, tarot, Seven of Swords, that there might be, I don't know necessarily deception going on here, but a really, really looking at things from a different perspective, but it feels like horizontally. We'll see. Let me see what the next card down is, because that will show us that plane with the lower three chakras. I mean, for a cardinal water sign with the Seven of Blades meditation, yes, that speaks of stillness, but there's something else there. Almost, well, I mean, look at the picture. She's ice fishing. I mean, if you want a Cancerian's reference to, water, a water element there, just holding and poising right in that moment while surrendering your will, your power of choice to the divine. There's something... Let's look. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. There's a lot going on in there. Yeah, as I call upon my gods of water, sign of Cancer, powers of the West, please, lower three chakras, mythic tarot, the masculine energy, outside looking in at the Cancerian horizontally, maybe the Cancerian horizontally looking from the inside out, a person, place, or thing, relationships in the physical world, root chakra, tribe, circles of friends, families, and three or more they're connected to, humanity, it's a tribe. Second chakra, one-on-one relationship to another person or thing, money, sex, power, creativity, solar plexus, relationship to self in the world, right? Their honor code, who they put themselves out to be, their standards, their boundaries, what they will, what they want, what they do, what they don't, their own gut intuition. And Cancerians can be very, very intuitive right here in the solar plexus with their personal power. My gods, clarify. What do they need to be aware of? Lower three chakras. This full to new October 2022, Ten of Swords. You got a lot of swords going on here. Now look, the great thing about the Ten of Swords, no matter the artwork involved, it is the completion of a cycle. I know there's some dire artwork out there where the Ten of Swords are concerned. Thank you, Pixie. Oh, God. Pamela Coleman Smith. Thank you. She's got to be one of my spirit guides at this point. Probably has been all along. This is Athena saying to the Furies, enough. Enough, this is done. And as we see in the Rider-Waite, dawning light coming, the end of a cycle. Now, if there has been betrayal, if we just want to go like standard visual, which you usually hear and see about the Ten of Swords, then there is a betrayal going on here. Like I said, I feel like something's a little weird going on here, but it does feel like in terms of the journey of thought, which is the element of air. Oh, excuse me, kitty cat needs me. You gonna be okay, buddy? You okay? It's my Belsy. If he needs me, I will pause this. I can't help it. I'm the mama. You the mama? Yeah, lay down, buddy. I mean, there's a lot of thought going on here. So if you are in that place of stillness and meditation, and there is something really completing, maybe all of the pieces of the puzzle coming together. This is Athena. It is the mythic tarot. Greek mythology really is kind of my first language, archetypally speaking. So, you know, we're looking at a goddess of wisdom, but also a goddess of strategy and combat. I mean, she didn't do hand-to-hand, though they have her here with the sword. Her traditional weapon was a spear, projectile, right? She was up on Olympus. It was Aries who's hand-to-hand combat. Don't you miss them? I do. Xena and Hercules. All right, shall we? So, slave, meditation on the inner, I would stick with that for the moment. Ten of Swords on the outer, maybe things are completing and you're kind of pulling back into silence and manifest. Feline intervention, ladies and gentlemen, my crab cakes. You want to lay down? Why don't you lay down? My booger. That's Balthazar. He's the Leo kitty. He's like a pillow and a cannonball together in one thing. The softest kitty I've ever had for his age. We're going to get you a healing mantra, Macon healing mantra deck, to help you align and heal all this stuff. And particularly with the amount of air you have in all of the chakras here, this could probably be very beneficial. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay. I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly. Please, beloved ones, this is too general with a wild card archetype, which is usually the case in this kind of readings. Please, General Assembly, the perfect healing mantra for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. The perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the slave in the 8th chakra with the 7 of Blades, meditation on the inner, 10 of Swords on the outer, some completion of fire, but maybe the end of a mental conflict as well. Really finding that stillness within and seeing it without as done, at least mentally. Perfect healing mantra, particularly for an element of air, for an element of cardinal water, this full to new October 2022. Hearing inner guidance. My intuition flows whenever I am still. Still waters run deep, so they say. My intuition flows whenever I am still. Hearing inner guidance. It's true, it's on the table, but let me read you what Matt Kahn has to say about it. My intuition flows whenever I am still. When you hear inner guidance, you receive an affirming and defining moment of inspiration. It can be a new direction, a new way of seeing old patterns, or an enchanted idea that is delivered in your own voice out of the silence. I'm telling you, stick with the meditation interpretation of that 7 blades instead of the sneaky. When inner guidance is heard, you are ready to either hunker down into the healing benefits of your current circumstances or move forward into a brand new chapter. With that 10 of Swords, it might be just that. This is it. You're finishing something up and ready to move into a whole new chapter. In either case, this is an opportunity to further align with your soul by embracing your needs. This mantra is ideal for resolving restlessness, becoming a better listener, and being more open-minded. Hearing inner guidance. It's an intuitive thing. It speaks for itself. That makes sense. I surrender my will. Let me sit in the silence. Here's what you need. We don't get what we want. We get what we need. And sometimes what we want is what we need, and then we think we did it. And then sometimes we get what we need. It's not what we want, or we think we did something wrong. Don't work like that. In the stillness is where that is sometimes obviously seen. Yeah. So let's see if the party turns. Whispers of Love Oracle. we've got her name. My second name's Angelo Hartfield. The Whispers of Love Oracle for the Higher Selves of All Involved. We're also using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh in the 8-card draw. Now, it's all involved, right? If this is just solo within you, then it's your higher self. If this is other people involved in this situation, their higher selves are in this too. Let's see what hits the table. Breathe. Because this one often turns the party. Still point. Got it. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, the piece of information, inspiration, insight they need to alchemize the slave in the 8th chakra, 7 of Blades, meditation, stillness on the inner, 10 of Swords on the outer, something getting resolved there, hearing inner guidance, their intuition flowing, which is a water element description, whenever they are still, the piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed for the Cancerian collectives and the Cross Watchers this full to new October 2022. Embrace your emotions. That's all. Duck and cover everybody else. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions, but to sit with them in stillness, surrendering your will to the divine. It's not like this is a new process. This has been going on with mystics and monks and seekers for millennia, since consciousness of that level dawned, right? However many years time ago in the way back. Look, embracing your emotions, there's a difference between an emotion and a feeling in my experience, right? You can have an emotion about a feeling and a feeling about an emotion, right? It's like you feel something in your lower gut and you're like, oh, I don't like that. You're having an emotion about a feeling, right? Or you can have an emotion and then have a weird, feeling. It's like, what's that about, right? All sorts of different ways. But stillness of the mind allows the experience to be what it is. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. There. Good place to start if you want to go deeper. And all that jazz. Jazz hands. Let's keep moving. I mean, that, again, sort of like the hearing inner guidance and embracing your emotions. This is all sort of making a lot of sense. So let's get you a Divine Animals Oracle. Stacey DeMarco, brilliant work. Here, the cards are gorgeous. The book is incredibly informative and info-dense. But I feel like I know when I'm doing my shadow work, I absolutely call on my spirit animals and totems. They're not exactly the same thing, spirit animals and totems, but look it up. To me, there's a difference. So let's see who's helping you. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, please, beloved ones of the animal kingdom, of which humans are a part. We're not vegetable or mineral. Who walks with them? Who swims with them? Who flies with them? Who crawls with them? Giving them the support, the protection, the love, the wisdom, the power, the guidance, and the grace, and the oracle message to help them do this alchemy of the slave in the 8th, meditation on the inner, 10 of Swords on the outer, hearing inner guidance and embracing their emotions this full to new October 2022. You got the butterfly. All right, Carrie, please pick up the white courtesy telephone. Here we go. The butterfly. Definitely a transformation for me, but and that's, of course, the original meaning. Psyche, the butterfly, the soul. With the slave. It's a big one. This might have a much higher context. Now look, you're only dealing with minor arcana. So it's not major arcana on the table. So this is definitely something that if you get still and allow yourself to feel what you're going to feel without, tsunami, I would say burning down the village, but you're a water side, right? just drown. And with the amount of flooding on planet Earth right now, it's not a good scene. But think of all the people who are feeling the way you are feeling right in that moment. Billions, right? Billions of people, no matter what it is. So if you have that kind of empathy going on vibrationally, energetically, then certainly seeing this from the point of view of the soul, I think would be helpful. Card number 28. Again, white numbers on a white background. Someone needs to call their art director. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go. Card number 28, butterfly, keyword, the soul. To experience our full selves, we often go through a difficult period of transformation and growth. Trust what you feel. I don't know. Hearing in gardens, embracing your emotions, maybe. We all have stages to pass through in life, and not all are easy. Look ahead to where you wish to be, not where you have been. Self-trust and the trust of your partner are necessary for a positive relationship. Okay, they're indicating another person. It's a general read. You do with that what you will. We still have more cards to hit the table, though. Just going to read you Butterfly Magic. Butterfly Magic is key to growth and transformation of the soul. Going through trauma or difficulty helps reveal our true self, and to grow into the full magnificence of the soul self. Ease doesn't always mean growth. Ain't that the truth? When you need help moving from one life stage to another, then Butterfly Magic can be useful, although patience is often needed to embody change fully. When you require a dose of beauty, hope, and lightness of spirit, and a reminder to live your life to the full, then butterfly energy can be just the thing. Wow. Wow, the immortal soul, human ego, heroic personality, immortal soul, God, goddess, higher self. I mean, we are all of that simultaneously, multidimensionally, blah, blah, blah. But the hard part of this, embracing your emotions. Look, there's a lot of thinking here. It's really easy to use thoughts and spiritual practices and affirmations to bypass the feeling of the emotions. I wouldn't. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would have done it. This would have been a paradise planet back in Atlantis. Atlantis wouldn't have had no sun. Wouldn't have had to have sunk. No. Lemuria would still be here. It would be a resort, but it would be, there would only have been Echo green friendly since Jump, and that's not the timeline we're in. Quantum. Let's shift gears. Let's talk to the beloved Lord Ganesh. Lord Ganesha. I love Lord Ganesha. Remover of obstacles, mostly known as Hindu god of the elephant head. Delightful success, prosperity. Really, he's quite a beloved being in and of himself. This oracle is wonderful, but if you think of the 3 atoms in lead as obstacles to the gold, the shadow to the light, play it as you feel it. Listen naturally to the sound of the whispers of Lord Ganesha. Let's see what he has to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, big time. Still point. Beloved Lord Ganesh, Lord Ganesha, please, one card in clarity for my beloved Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Please, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your compassion, and your oracle message to remove the obstacles, the atoms, so they can alchemize the slave in the 8th, meditation on the inner, 10 of swords on the outer, hearing inner guidance, embracing their emotions, and engaging the soul with the butterfly. Please, your oracle message for them. That was just one. It would have taken it. Your oracle message for them. The Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers watching this video. This full in Aries to new in Scorpio, October 2022. I hope you got some grass, because then you can put some splendor in it. You got some splendor in the grass. If you probably, people don't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay. I do. They do. Splendor. Splendor, card number 46. I mean, I know a lot of Cancerians, and I want this for them. Card number 46, Splendor. 48, 46. You want to breathe this one in. Please take a nice deep breath. And repeat. Card number 46, Splendor. Seek and honor the beauty and splendor that is within and around you. Which stillness helps with that big time. Ganesha is surrounded by beauty in this card and is calling it to your attention. Awaken to what you are surrounding yourself with at this moment. Well, a YouTube video, but I think they're speaking larger terms there. See more deeply and be aware of the impact your surroundings on what you create in your life. Ganesha urges you to let beauty penetrate into your heart. You will naturally respond to this beauty by fostering more care and love, not only in your life, but also in the lives of those around you. If your critical voice has been overactive lately, I'm just going to keep going. If your critical voice has been overactive lately, or you find that you have been dwelling on negative behaviors, take a moment to realign yourself in the stillness, hearing inner guidance and your intuition flowing. The essence of the higher self wants nothing more or less than for you to be who you were created to be. Ganesha is standing in a meadow surrounded by flowers. The flowers symbolize perfection and beauty. The variety of colors stream healing, loving energy into your direction. The butterflies symbolize the change and evolution that your soul is undertaking. Remember to have an awareness of your surroundings. See the splendor that is being shown to you and utilize this energy to support your own transformation. Aren't I subtle when one yeah, so subtle, Mal. I don't mean validation. I validate myself, but it's still kind of cool when it happens. Yeah. All right. So far we've got a slave, hearing inner guidance with the splendor of the soul. We'll see if I can fit by embracing their emotions, but we got one last card. One last card. The lead, the gold. There's gold hidden in the lead. There's a blessing in play here, but it can't necessarily be perceived right now, and that's why we turn to the Blessed Be, the Celtic mystical blessing cards to enrich and empower by Lucy Cavendish. I haven't said her name that way. I said it in the Gemini one and I liked it. I mixed it. I love her work. It's a great name. The hidden blessing in all of this, though it is a Celtic deck, the deck has been blessed to the pantheons of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures, because, come on, you don't incarnate in the same thing every single time. What a bore. Please take a nice deep breath. It's all one anyway. Still point. Yeah, as I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures. Please, what is the hidden blessing? One card in clarity. For the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, we're going to do this blessing for real once it hits the table, so that they can, have that light at the end of the tunnel, an indication, a glint of gold within the lead, hidden within, right? The gold within the lead, the hidden blessing, that if they just do their best, right? It's a different curriculum for everybody, but they just do the best that they can, that they can really experience and highlight, surrendering their power of choice to the divine with complete trust. What do you got for them? The hidden blessing, the gold and the lead. This new to full. Sorry, full to new. October 2022. A blessing to find the truth. And she's got the white raven. She's got the white raven. I call to you, white raven, white bird of magic, you'll create for me a haven, a space safe and secure. There's more to that spell. Woo! I don't know, kind of a cross between Lucy Lawless and Rue McClanahan. Am I right? I don't know. Just saying, I love this deck. Hey, look, I'm Generation X. We watched a lot of TV, letting ourselves in with the latchkey and running wild. Card number 25, a blessing to find the truth. Let's look her up. Like I said, we're going to do these for realsies. Here's what's going to happen. You've got the hardware. I'm going to do the blessing for real. Let the pantheons of all pantheons do it through me. And then at the end, I'm going to release the Cancerian collective, usually by just being gushy and lovey and goofy. And let's see what comes out of my mouth. Just giving you the warning. Please take a nice deep breath. It's this way. Pantheons, still point. Convey it through me. Breathe. Card number 25, a blessing to find the truth. A blessing to discover the truth in a situation so you can make choices with full awareness. A blessing on this time and on you so that the truth can be told and thus pour down upon you its unique freedoms. May you be blessed with knowing the truth of your own soul. And let the transformative powers of truth bring you to the light, so that what was once obscured now begins to shine, and what was uncertain now becomes defined, sure, glittering in its certainty. That's gorgeous. Let the blessings of truth be your liberty now, for with truth there is a growth of wings that lifts you up and beyond the current burdens that have kept you grounded. Let the speaking of the truth bring you comfort. Let the open-hearted honesty of it cure any confusion, and let the conviction of your new knowledge bring you the rewards you are so dearly due. Let those who know you, who hear you, be healed by the contact with the purity of your words and yourself. And let no one be in any doubt as to the worth of your words and the quality of your character. There is no need to be anything except your own blessed, perfect, honest, and open self. Revealed to you now is the truth of others, their motives laid bare without adornment or manipulation. Work. Let the lamp of truth shine into all that was dark and unknown, both within and without, and let the words you have longed to speak fall freely and without concern from your lips. Truth shall bless you, and you shall bless others when you show, by example, the glorious simplicity of living within the power of your own truth. Live the truth of your soul, butterfly. And may the souls that share the truth be blessed forever for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. And so it is. Surrender your will in meditation. The situation's resolving. Listen to your inner guidance. Get still. Embrace your emotions. The soul's communicating. There is splendor here for you to immerse yourself in. And truth in that splendor, because truth and beauty, beauty, truth. Some of you might know the rest. If that made sense, hit the thumbs up. If it touched you, hit the thumbs up only because it helps the other Cancerians and cross-watchers find it. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, it's easy enough to do. Just hit the subscription button and the notification bell. I do recommend it. Some of these I'm putting out when they're ready. Some of them I'm scheduling in advance, so trying to put stuff out every single day. So I appreciate it if you want to go there. But if you want the deeper experience, the absolutely everyday pretty much, cup of coffee, live streams, exclusive content, advanced content, now Ho'oponopono classes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come Patreon on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I love it there. I think you'll dig it. And again, if you are a creative type, Cardinal Water, the chances are you've got some creative artistic stuff and you're looking for some support. Just check it out. I don't work for them. I work with them, but I highly recommend it. And And if you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mel. Everything you wanted to know about booking a reading with Mel but were afraid to ask. I am wishing you all the very best and the very blessed. My crab cakes, my Cancerians, my fourth housers, my home crabbies. Have at it. I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.